Hi and welcome. Here I'm going to accumulate my audio gear from the HamShack into a single equipment rack. It's a low-cost 19-inch tabletop rack, about $46 from Amazon. On the mic side, you're going to see the W2IHY 8-band equalizer, the W2IHY EQ Plus, and an outboard W2IHY mic switch, which allows me to switch between my IC 9700 and 7851. On the receive side, I have a low-cost 8-band EQ with a left-right input for the IC 7851, a left-right input for the 9700, and corresponding outputs to a subwoofer. Yeah, ignore these power ratings as it's marketing purposes. This will all feed into a power amplifier with 4-inch speakers, which are ceiling mounted in the shack. It'll also take a Bluetooth input for other devices. The output wiring is pretty straightforward. And finally, and somewhat overkill for ham radio, a bare bones subwoofer. Ignore that advertised power rating. That's marketing purposes. But first, we're going to start with cutting the 19-inch rack front panel to accept the equipment. Some holes are pre-drilled to align the mounting holes provided on the devices. And then we'll just sit here and watch this thing cut. Let the magic happen. Might not all make sense yet, but we're going to have tabs that will be bent back, and you'll see those holes drilled into it. Those tabs will allow me to mount the equipment. Some of the equipment has already got pre-drilled mounting holes, and other ones I'll have to drill some holes in it myself. And we're almost done here. Some more pre-drilled holes. And in a second here, when we start bending the tabs, this will make a whole lot more sense.
So here you have it. Before I bend the tabs, so what we're going to do is bend these in.
Here's the final
So
product.
The back side.
Now we'll start bending the tabs.
Bend them in.
Sorry about the video quality here. Somehow it got compressed greatly, but yeah, I'm not very good at this. Okay, so now you're going to see the bending of the tabs. This was a learning process for sure. But we'll speed this up. It only took a few minutes, but I'm not going to make you suffer through all the bending at regular speed. I got a little better at it as time went on here. As you can see, it didn't take too long at all. The important part was to get these square and tight as possible so that the equipment would fit snugly in there. I left a little extra room in the openings so that to give the equipment some wiggle room, but yeah, it still had to be pretty close. I didn't want to have huge gaps. Now you can kind of see the process here of getting these tabs bent. Starting to make a little more sense. All right, here in the shack, we're going to do a first time DIY fit, and then I'll come back and install the mounting screws. I'm not going to show you all the screw installation as you kind of get it. But first box here, I guess I didn't have on the list, was an ICOM speaker I had laying around, and I had some extra room on the panel. So yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to get at least one additional speaker in there for some of the upcoming SDR equipment. Here's the EQ Plus going in. I can see the tabs in the back. This is just going to be, again, it's a pretty tight fit. We wanted to get it as tight as possible without too much slop. Now comes the mounting of the outboard audio equipment. This one slides in from the front because it's got a little lip on it. You can see the other piece, the amplifier, is a little crooked, but that's okay. We've got to go back and mount those with the hard screws. And here goes the 8-band EQ from W2IHY. Now you're kind of getting an idea what that front panel is going to look like. And here it is all mounted up on in the equipment rack. You can see that, yeah, looking pretty good here. Now comes the fun part of wiring again, to be sure. So be sure to like and subscribe to see part 2, where I finalize the wiring before putting it on the air. There's a sneak peek preview of some of the first wiring going in. Again, be sure to like and subscribe to see part 2, where I finalize the wiring before putting it on the air.